Okay, here we are. We're back at Fairfield Chiropractic. It's Paul Willman with Fairfield Chiropractic in Cypress, Texas. Still talking about back issues. Sitting at kitchen counter, kitchen table, dinner table, couch with your laptop. And so we're going to talk about some back tightness. So when you're sitting in some of these positions, your back is trying to stay stable without a support system other than the muscles. And if you're like most people who sit all day, there's not a lot of back strength going on in there. So that's another issue. We'll talk about that down the road. But today we got to talk about how to loosen that back up so that it feels better, so that you can go move into the strengthening, because you always want to stretch first, loosen those muscles up, and then strengthen, or at least that's for it. So we're going to show you how to stretch a muscle called the quadratus lumborum, or QL. Now, again, this muscle, in actuality, and for the long term, you need to strengthen this muscle. It helps stabilize the spine. These muscles come along the spine here and attach into the spine, and they basically hold it up like a ship mast. And so you need those to help strengthen it. But what happens is, over time, if the muscle is not strong enough to hold it, that muscle shortens and tries to shorten everything and utilize mechanical advantage of shortening in the muscle down to help hold it. And so you feel tight in that lower back. So we're going to talk about how to stretch that today. And as we move along, I'll show you a way to go back and strengthen that down the road. So to stretch that out on the side that's tight, or the side that you want to stretch, you're going to put it toward the wall. You're going to stand beside a wall. Put your arm up against the wall. Try and keep that elbow, the shoulder below. Keep any shoulder issues from developing while you're trying to stretch and fix the back. So you're going to put that elbow on forearm right here up against the wall. Take that leg. So for me right now, it's that right leg. You're going to take your right leg and put it behind the left leg. And just put that foot on the floor, just like that. So that leg closer to the wall is going to come behind and move away from the wall. The knee on the opposite side, that left knee, you're going to bend that knee some. And then you're going to put your hand that's away from the wall. For me, my left hand, you're going to put that on your left hip. You're going to use that to then drive the hip toward the wall. Not real hard or heavy, just until you start to feel that tension and stretch. Knees bent here, hands on the hip. It keeps that stretch down low. Now, if you just lean in, a lot of times you end up stretching up in here. What we want is that stretch down here in the low back, hand on the hip, and drive it in until you feel that stretch. You're going to hold that position for about 30, 45 seconds. If you want, you can hold it for a minute. And as it loosens up, you'll feel it kind of move just slightly toward the wall. That right hip will move toward the wall as you're doing that. Hold that position. You can turn around, do the same thing to the other side to help stretch that out. Repeat that several times a day, especially after you've been sitting for a long period of time, and you'll feel that mobility. Again, there are other exercises. We'll talk about those as we go along. And in the long run, just stretching that QL isn't the answer. You've got to strengthen it to support that spine, especially when you're sitting in chairs that aren't providing that support. Hope this helps, and makes your life a little more comfortable and your quality of life while you're at home during this time of Corona. Hope you have a great day. I'm Paul Willman with Fairfield Chiropractic.